Hello, it's Scott Manley and it's part 3. I'm on my way to this new moon around Jool and I have accelerated through most of the boring bits. But I'm finally getting myself set up for my final encounter. Now you'll see that the encounter is sometimes showing and sometimes not, but when it is showing, it is using the alternate form of the encounter representation. So you now have the path continuously traced through space, but the orbit isn't actually representative of what you're going to experience. So you see that kink is what we're getting here. Now, of course, we're flying in towards Jool, and the first thing I want to do is create a maneuver node to try to adjust my orbit inwards. I'm just going to do this, get my periaps down. Oh wow, it's really long way down. It's going to tell me how much delta V I need to do this. And what I'm going to do... Oh, I get a lathe encounter as well. But you know what? I can't use a lathe encounter. I need to... Well, I could use a lathe encounter. Actually, I want to go on the other side of this because I want to be orbiting the same way as all the planets. Okay, now it's completely lost. Try this again. Maneuver node. I want to go this way, and it's confused because what's happening, I know what's happening. As I do this, it's going as this is happening, the maneuver node is getting confused because the axes are switching. So I am just basically gonna fix this myself. Where's the sun? We're just gonna burn towards the sun. So yeah, I'm going to try and aim for this, and I'm going to do it wrong. Let's come at it from this angle so at least it looks pretty. Yeah, that's... Oh, look, that's actually where the node roughly is. That's a good idea. But, of course, I have to come out of this and go into map mode to actually see where this node goes. It's just going to slice through the middle of the planet and come out the other side, and once I've done that I can go back to maneuver node stuff. I tell you, people whine about me using MechJeb. They're going to start whining about people using maneuver nodes next, I guess. So we want to actually come through the planetary atmosphere at about 125 kilometers, I think. I guess I can of course save, but it'd be nice if it worked out without me having to reload from a save. So let's aim for 125. Coming in a little low as well. We'll adjust that once we're out the other side. Actually, might have to... We're going to go through this. That's us passing through the planet. Not the ideal place to be. Hopefully I don't run out of fuel right now. There we go. Just aiming for this. Oh, look at that. Beautiful planet. There we go. Oh, 900 kilometers. So I've totally screwed up. But actually, I've not screwed up because next I'm going to aim upwards again to bring my plane down because I'm going down a little. I should probably remove that maneuver node. So maybe that'll come back to 120 when I hit the plane, or maybe not. It's going to be pretty close, because as we're moving up, we're basically slicing through the planet just a little. It's a pretty well judged orbit, huh? Of course, I haven't looked to see Paul as to whether its orbit is inclined or not. It'd be nice if there was a button here to remove the maneuver node here. I guess that's Paul. Well, we'll find out. Okay, so I need to aim toward the sun again, which is back this way. Go to the sun. Go east. There we go. 126. That should be good. Let's hit save here. I'm not hitting any object. We're going to head towards the Joolian atmosphere. And you know what? I should probably... I'm going to keep holding that direction. Jool is that tiny spot down there. What I should do is fold away the solar panels. Because we can run on battery power, but if we're passing through the atmosphere, I doubt it'll get thick enough, but let's, you know, let's work on the presumption that we're doing a realistic space mission here, right? We're flying down. Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? Of course, I was highly accelerated, and we all know that acceleration has a bad habit of changing my orbit, but I'm okay. Yes! So we're now going to zip through the atmosphere. I should probably take out that rogue maneuver node now. Kill! Well, let's hope we don't get slowed down too much. And let's hope that it slows us down enough that we can catch this. This is the planet we're aiming for, of course. And you can see, oh, the orbit's... Oh, there we go, we've got a complete orbit now. Uh-oh. Please stop. You know, you can stop right there. Like, right there. No, I think we're still going... We're going upwards now. It's pretty good. So what I should do now is flip this thing around and give me a little bit of a burn out of here so that I take advantage of the velocity of the Oberth effect, which are a well-known friend that lets us do lots of things with a little amount of fuel. Let's just aim it just right. Oh. Thrust just a little. So this is out at 133, so let's aim... Oh, actually, I guess this is an eccentric orbit, so let's just aim for where that orbit is. So that's us at least coming out there. Let's stick a maneuver node here and see if we can get an encounter, right? If we can add a maneuver here, see if... No. And set a target. So there's our... See if any of these come close. Well, thrusting that way is not going to get anything. No, I'm going to right click on it. No. Ah, there we go. Let's stick a maneuver node here then. Add maneuver. So first thing you want to do, this is the ascending node. Add maneuver. We're gonna go downwards. Nope. And that puts us closer to the orbit in question. And then if we burn outwards with that orbit. Oh, look, you can see the close approach vector appearing. So again, if I continue that, those will hopefully get closer and closer. Oh! Something happened. Oh no, we're going to zip past Lathe if we're not careful. So, in order to avoid this, I am going to cancel this maneuver, and I'm actually going to burn a little early. And that's okay, because we saw that we were a little short. So if I come out a little faster, then it should mean that we get past Lathe before it catches up with us. So let's see if that does us better. And now let's add the maneuver node there. Add the maneuver. Of course, I don't know what I was thinking now. Because nope, that's not the one. Reset that. Kill it. So right click, left click to add, left click to add maneuver. So we want to bring the orbit down again. This is great, you can try all these tricks before you actually have to do the tricks for reals. That's pretty close. We're getting really close there. Oh! So you can actually grab this one and slide it back if you overshot. Up there we go. So there's 1 day out from that maneuver node. You know, if I adjust it that way, maybe I can bring the... We're so close! We are so close. If I make my orbit precess around a little, it happens earlier. And then what happened? Oh, there we go. We got an encounter. We got an encounter with Paul. Wait a second, that sounds like I'm dating a guy called Paul. That is weird. Especially if his surname is Pot. Yeah, sorry for anyone that comes from Cambodia. I know people from there. That joke was not meant in bad taste. It was merely an observation. Yeah, we did not purposely name a planet after a Cambodian dictator. That would not be... that would not be in good taste. And I happen to know that the people in the... who write this game have a great sense of taste. Okay, so let us go out. Let us fly away from... Oh yeah, we can deploy our solar panels again. Not that we're actually using them for anything, but... if we were using them, this would be a good, you know, mission profile. So there we go. 4 hours. We're going to zip out. 4, 3... 2... I can count, you can count. 1. Maybe you can't read the text on this screen. Who knows? Maybe you're watching it on a cell phone. Okay, so we're 10 minutes out. We're going to need a 24-second burn. And so what I want to do is, of course, burn 12 seconds before and mess things up. Okay. So actually, if you use a partial burn, it'll tell you how long it thinks you need to burn. You know, Jool's a big system, so missing the burn by a few seconds isn't so bad. If you're trying to rendezvous with another spacecraft, and you can do rendezvous with spacecraft, it becomes a little more important to get your timing down exactly what you want. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust this burn a little. Let's see how it looks on the map. It shows an encounter, certainly. And we can adjust that once we get out there. So, time accelerate time. Let's just kill this. I want to be careful that I don't overshoot, since I have a nasty habit of doing that. This thing has barely enough gravity to hold me, I'll bet. Let's see if we can see it when we get close. Okay, let's look around the ecliptic. Can anyone see a tiny planet called Paul? Paging Paul. Oh, there we go! Look at it. Doesn't it look awesome, huh? So we're just going to zip in to its sphere of influence. Once we hit that, we're going to start braking and bring ourselves onto the surface. We can probably just go straight down, right? Oh, actually, you know, it's coming up faster, so if I slow down now, if I just start slowing down now, it'll probably help. Because I don't think our periapse... That's kind of looks weird. Like, our periapse appears to be... Oh, shoot. Come on. Why am I rotating? There we go. There, let's just burn and... just bring this over. We should probably wait until we get into the SR. There we go. Now that's our sphere of influence. So, actually, I was burning completely the wrong way. Again, because I fail basic orbital mechanics. So what we want to do is burn this way. Now, people are going to complain that I'm using ASAS. It actually makes a lot of sense to have ASAS on ships now, because the docking features will allow the guidance systems to work in even when the ship is not in focus now. So that means you can have ASAS in both ships and have them adjusting, having them correcting for the rotation. Let's go forward to our closest approach. I could try landing on the dark side using the lights. That might be cool. Let's try that. There we go. Unfortunately, I haven't set up a maneuver node, so I pretty much have to sit and watch this from the map screen. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to remember to save before I try to land, because you know this is going to be like 12 failed attempts. Wow, this is actually burning quite fast. Wow, this is taking quite a lot of fuel. There's almost no gravity in this body, I guess. 7 minutes. I have 7 minutes to make this to slow down. I'm not even sure that's possible. The rate this is slowing down is not the most sprightly of any of the spacecraft I have run. It's certainly not in the realm of those ones that hit light speed. I couldn't believe the number of people that made suggestions to me that I use the big BFE 5000 engine to reach the speed of light. They completely miss the point that it's to do with the specific impulse that is why you need so much fuel. It's not to do with the time to get there, but the amount of fuel needed because your specific impulse is so low. Funny that, isn't it? You know, you'd think people complaining or making comments on videos would actually watch them first. Man, this is really... What is the orbital velocity here? Well, at least my escape time is going down. If it was... or going up. If it was going down, that would be a bad sign. 300 meters per second. And I'm falling towards Paul. I mean, it's called Paul because it looks like a pollen grain. That was the idea. Of course, I should probably try and figure out where I'm landing first. Oh, look, I can see this is starting to curve. I must be slowing it down enough. Yeah, it's as I said, it's named for a pollen grain. It's not named for someone called Paul. It's not named because people want to have a date with somebody called Paul. Oh, there we go. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna land nonetheless. Well, let's save that. Let's just see what happens. I am gonna do my best here. 23 meters per second. This is gonna be quite easy. It's basically like a grain of dirt. It's an asteroid. I mean, I think Dres is actually bigger. There we go. So... let's zip around to the other side. Did I save this? I want to make sure I save this. I'm not sure I like the way that shakes. So we're going to zip up. What is our altitude here? We're not going to pick up much speed, but... okay, let's turn around. Yeah, at this speed it'll still take 20 minutes to reach the surface. So let me do a little more time acceleration. I wonder how far these lights will be visible. I reckon I can kill all this velocity in a few kilometers, but let's turn the lights on. Yep, we got lights. There's some ground scatter there. Oh, the other thing we can do is put our gear down. And we can kill horizontal velocity. I really do not want to have a repeat of the Duna incident this time, where I ended up crashing several times and everyone got bored of watching me crash. I mean, it's funny when you crash a couple of times, but it gets boring. Seriously. Like, there's only so much humor to be had from people crashing multi-million-dollar spacecraft into the surface of alien planets. Especially when there are Kerbals involved. They're actually quite happy right now, I notice. Garany, Munstead and Philifrid. Philifrid. It's an interesting name. Well, just really aiming at killing my lateral velocity more than anything. That looks like a nice little patch down there. I guess if I kill all my lateral speed, then that would be a great place to land. Wouldn't it? Looks so sharp, sparkly. How can that not be great? I like the look of those sparkles. They're enticing me towards them. Let's hope they're not some sort of will-o'-the-wisp or whatever, right? Sirens. The sirens call. We are like glitter to you astronauts. And I need a better way to figure out when the lateral velocity is. Is there any other... Oh, maybe if I click surface velocity is the same. I should probably switch it to surface mode nonetheless. Yeah, I think that's pretty close to straight down. I wonder what the altitude is. I guess I can take a quick look in cockpit mode, and I'll check the radar altimeter to make sure that we haven't got anything on it. Oh, radar altimeter is showing down. That means that we must be getting close, I think. Or is that... Oh, no, that's not it. X. This is the radar altimeter down here, and once that starts moving, that's when we should start firing our rockets. We just keep checking on that. 48 meters per second is going to take a little bit of time. Ah, yes. Sun exposure is 0 because it's blocked by Paul. That's pretty good that they're actually tracking planetary occlusion. I could probably fold those away, but maybe Paul rotates, I don't know. Let's see if we'll get anything here. 5 times time acceleration. Sparkle, sparkle on the surface. Sparkle, sparkle. Oh, looks like I'm getting pretty close. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now we have something down there. Our electric charge isn't being used up, even although we have... even although we have no solar panels, I'm going to put these away. I have radiothermal generators in here as well. Okay. I don't know how far away this surface is. It's looking pretty close though. Oh my goodness, what is that surface? I gotta get my velocity down to 10 meters per second. Okay, there we go. Look, we can actually see the surface that I'm headed for. Oh, and that is someone IMing me from the KSP team. And I hope probably came up on the stream. Nonetheless. Fun is being had! Oh my goodness. I almost feel like I want to park it here. And... so this is that IMing you're hearing in the background is Damien from KSP team, checking, commenting about the new Tempest model in EVE Online, which EVE Online is having a new release in a few days, and I think I'm going to have to thank him for giving me early access by giving him some EVE game time. So yeah. I've now committed to it. I guess I have to give him some of my Plex time. 3 meters per second, 2, 1. Oh, I really love these landing lights. Oh my goodness, they make things so much nicer. Oh. Yeah, some of the new models are great. Okay, now I just gotta keep this thing in shape. And that's me on the surface. On the surface of Paul. With the lights on. Ooh, that's some interesting looking rocks there. Well, let's see what else is going on. Well, it's time for us to get out and walk around, I suppose. Who shall it be? Munstead, Filfred, let's try getting him out. Okay, he's gonna need his lights as well. We'll just turn the reaction thrusters on. Look at this. Oh, you should stay away from the RTGs. They are sitting there. Those are powering us in the darkness. Oh, let's see what's up around this place, huh? Oh, where was that interesting? There's that interesting looking rock. Let's go and take a look at it. Oh, the landscape here is all jaggy and pointy, like it's part of some biological thing. Wow. I don't know, I kind of like the way what they've done here with the design. It definitely looks different. I'll probably time accelerate just to see what it looks like in daylight. It's like teeth on the landscape. No, wait! It's actually alive, I tell you. This is not Paul, this is Cthulhu. I hear they fixed a few more interesting engine bugs, but Cthulhu, ooh, that's another one there. Let's go up and see that. Gotta make sure I don't run out of fuel. Right, I mean, it doesn't matter too much if I run out of fuel. Let's see I should see how high I can jump on this landscape. But I bet you I can jump up to the door if I need to. The trick is jumping up to the door without actually knocking the whole spacecraft over. But I think in this gravity it could self-right. Actually, yeah, if he ran out of fuel he could just walk up to it and then I could roll the spacecraft onto its edge. Nice. Okay. Let us head back. Let's head back to the mission control for now. Maybe take a bit of altitude. See what I can see from high up. Burn 20% of my fuel on the way upwards. It's funny how I didn't really get to admire this landscape. Oh, there's Jool over there. How pretty is that? Didn't really get to admire this landscape when I was coming down and panicking that I was going to crash, but I think I did a pretty good job actually of picking a landing spot. Now, where are we? We're right down there.
And so while I'm flying around, trying to get back to my spacecraft and admiring the landscape, let's boil down my, boil down my first impressions, I think that it looks like a great release. It's very ambitious. There is so much new stuff, many great models. Many of your old spacecraft simply are going to have to be replaced because they don't have power correctly, or the models have changed. Specifically, if you use ASAS, you're going to need new models for all your spacecraft, or new craft files. Same with the SAS. There's some great new hardware regarding power supplies that can be used to power ion thrusters and things like that. Docking just completely transforms the game and is also one of the most frustrating things to do, but I'm glad that they've added the ability for this SAS units to work when you are not actually piloting the spacecraft. The maneuver node system is a complete triumph. I saw some of the earlier versions and it didn't include the closest approach, but now that is in there, I can confidently state that there is really no need for an autopilot for a lot of this stuff now. You can use best guess estimation for your phase angle and it will be close enough. You can shoot out orbits, test them without actually having to burn the fuel. So you can figure out in advance before you actually try it whether you're going to get an encounter or not. I think that really makes the game a lot easier once you have the idea about how the phase angle thing works and you can get a few numbers from a website. It should be relatively easy for anyone that can build a reasonable rocket to pilot a spacecraft out to any of the locations. The new models for the planets, they look pretty good. I'm happy with it. I haven't explored Kerbal fully yet. I have found the Easter eggs and we shall cover that in a later video. Obviously, if you're a heavy mod user, you're going to have to wait for your mods to be updated, but I don't think that's going to take too long. I suspect that by the time KerbalCon rolls round, we will have some also have some updated mods for the various versions. The one thing I could be personally very elitist about is the music. I mean, being a DJ, I'm very particular about music, but it's a video game. I don't expect wonders from it. It's more than adequate, and the pieces do fit the mood. The transitions are a little off at times, I've noticed, where it just stops and something else starts, but you know what? It's a very hard thing to do properly. I'm really happy with the music in the game. I'll probably turn it off, but I'm happy nonetheless. To overuse a pun, 0.18 is a small step up from 0.17, but it's a huge leap for Kerbal Space Program. Anyway, now I'm back in the capsule. Let's time accelerate, because I want to know if Paul is tidally locked to Jool or not, so we're just going to rotate things around a little. And the sunrise will be here in a moment. There we go. And let's take a look around. Ah, there. So we're obviously not tidally locked to Jool, because there Jool has risen. We can extend our panels. Catch a bit of the sun. Not that we need it, we have these radiothermal generators. Although I right click on it and it says efficiency 1.0. So I suspect that there is some sort of roll-off over time with the efficiency of the RTGs. Well, anyway, I think we've seen enough for this. I really need to get to bed. It's like 2 a.m, so I'm going to send this out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You will see a lot more of this in the coming days. Until then, fly safe.